Welcome to this week's edition of Fact Attack. I'm Jay-Rey.
I'm Adam.
And I'm here with 5 new facts for you. Last week we did Spider-Man. This week we're doing X-Men.
Woo!
Are you excited?
So excited.
Anyway, let's just roll right into it. Ready?
Do it.
Fact number 1. Rogue, introduced in 1981, never had a real name. It wasn't until the first X-Men movie that gave her the name of Marie. Then in X2, her full name is revealed to be Marie D'Ancanto.
Who made that up? Was it Wolverine? Cyclops?
Oh, Rogue? No, it was Wolverine. Well, in the movies, Wolverine gave her the name of Rogue. Or maybe she gave herself the name of Rogue.
Oh, maybe.
You know what?
Like she's like reckless, so she got this?
Something like that, yeah, because she was like a runaway at the time they ran into each other.
Okay.
But that's a long time not to have a name.
Yeah, like a really long time to have like no identity almost.
Yeah, because everybody else has like an alter ego. You know?
Yeah.
Alright, number 2. Ian McKellen, Magneto, worked with the screenwriters to make the scene in which Bobby Drake, Iceman, tells his parents he's a mutant to look more like a coming out scene.
Like a gay coming out scene?
Yep.
That's pretty interesting. I guess like someone could relate to that kind of.
Yeah, because I think in X2 the mansion's all kind of in disarray or whatever.
Mm.
So everybody's... Logan is with the kids out on the run.
Mm.
And Bobby decides he wants to go home. Or they're by his house. So he's like, oh, let's stop home. And then in the middle of it, they're like, I should probably tell them that I'm a mutant. So they sit down or whatever. And, the parents are there. And then he says, I'm a mutant. And they start crying or whatever. And then Pyro makes that joke. Well, technically, like, she's like, it's my fault. The mom was. And the dad's like, no. And then Pyro's like,
oh, it's in the dad's genes.
Yeah.
Okay, I do remember that.
Number 3. Magneto once removed the aluminum coating on Logan's bones, causing him to inexplicably go feral. His claws go back to regular bone, his senses are sharper, and he is just more vicious and speedy. He also loses his nose.
Why does he lose his nose? Cartilage or something?
I forget, but he looks ugly. I should have pulled up a picture. But he starts to look like an animal. I guess he doesn't even look like a Wolverine.
Is it like a skull face kind of thing going on?
No, like he's still got his skin, but his nose kind of retracts into his body, kind of like a pug.
That's weird.
Yeah, and he's always hunched over, kind of like Blanca in Street Fighter.
I feel like he tends to be hunched over the more vicious he is, but that's more animal-like.
Right. Here he was always like that.
Okay.
Number 4. Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch, has been the catalyst of one of the largest events in comic book history, M-Day.
That's the one where not everybody, but most mutants lose their powers?
Yep. There are like millions of mutants, and then when she says no more mutants, there's only like a couple hundred left.
Mm-hmm.
And then after some horrible events, then there's like 250, and then like dwindling.
Well, luckily it's a lot of the heroes that we like to read about already, and there's random ass ones who we don't read about lose it.
Well, apparently like Quicksilver, he lost his powers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's
pretty huge. Yeah.
And I think she did too, actually. Like she did it, and she lost her own powers.
Did she pick and choose, or
No. I mean, because by her rationale, it should have been everybody.
Yeah,
because she was crazy at the time,
she
or
was
whatever.
aiming for everybody. Yes.
Kind of missed, yeah. And then, of course, that set off like the events of current day X-Men, where they're no longer the versions of humanity that's going to be taking over, but they become like endangered.
Where like they're like their own like species and need to like preserve themselves.
Right, because every time one of them dies, it's like worse. You know?
Yeah.
And that's why the X-Force gets created. Okay, last fact, number 5. The first X-Man to be invited to join the Avengers was Beast.
Really?
Yep, and he was following in the footsteps of the 2 mutants before him, Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch, who were not X-Men.
Beast is a good choice, though. He seems to have his stuff together and everything, you know?
Yeah, he's very scientifically minded, he's very compassionate toward people.
Yeah, that's something I think the Avengers could really appreciate, you know?
Yeah, but you would have figured it would have been like Wolverine or
Cyclops even.
Jean Grey, Cyclops. Yeah, one of like the more of the head honchos. But
yeah, and debatably the more powerful, too.
Right.
You know?
And so this dude with his monkey feet and his blue hair. But that's it for this week's Fact Attack. Tune in next week where we talk about more geek facts. I'm Jay-Rey.
I'm Adam.
Peace out.